So I'm here at the beginning of this trail in the beautiful little town of Chateau. Now, Chateau is located about 50 minutes east of Quebec City. And if you check it out on a map, it could be found right about here. Now, this trail has some killer climbs, some really cool waterfalls, some rock faces, and some beautiful scenic lookouts. I'm Richard. Let's get started on this edition of Hidden Hikes. Okay, so I believe I mentioned that this hike has some killer climbs. Well, just so happens that the killer climb is pretty much right at the beginning of this trail. But at least when I get up there, it should level off somewhat. But at least it will be downhill all the way back. Whew. Okay, so this hike has plenty of diversions off the main trail, and I'm standing at one of them here. Main trail goes that way, side trail goes that way. Most of them have some pretty decent spots worth checking out. We're gonna go take a look at this one, but keep in mind, as you head off on these diversions, they will add time to the overall length of the time that you'll be hiking. But as I said, we're gonna check out this one because I think it's worth it. All right, looks like we're getting some sunshine. About time. So, not quite sure what this spot is. Looks like some kind of abandoned quarry or mine of some sort. Anyways, what makes this spot unique is not just the really cool rock face, but there's also a pile of abandoned, rusting out old cars, bikes, whatever the heck this thing is here behind me. Makes it a great spot to come and take some pictures, shoot some videos, possibly shoot some guns. Anyways, it's definitely worth the side trip off the main trail. Come check it out. Don't think you'll be sorry. All right, so I mentioned the scenic lookouts, and there's a bunch of them to discover on this trail. So don't be afraid to start discovering the area around the main trail. You never know what you're going to find. Now come check this one out. So you might be able to see it behind me. One of the best parts of this hike is the river that runs alongside the main trail. It's worth checking out. There is a ton of really cool spots along this river. We got waterfalls, we got rapids. It's just one of the main selling points of this hike and makes it definitely worth it. So make sure you do a little bit of exploring off the main trail and check out all the various spots along the river. Spend some time here. bring a lunch, and enjoy it. It's worth it. So this spot right here is what I would consider to be the end of the hike. But you're going to want to get to this point because there's a lot of great spots right around this vicinity right here worth checking out. We've got the river right beside us. There's some great waterfalls right here. Beautiful spots for videos and pictures. We've got this building behind me. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of dam or power generating station for who, I have no idea. But another great spot for pictures with this neat graffiti behind me here. I'm going to get out of here because I'm getting eaten alive by bugs, but check out some of the shots because it's, as I said, worth getting to this point at the end of the hike. Cheers. So once you've finished exploring this section at the end of the hike here, you got a couple of ways to get back. You can either go back the way you came, which is through the woods, or you can take the road back. For this hike, I'm going to take the road back, get some more shots for you guys to check out, because I think there's some other good viewpoints along the road that you don't get when you go through the woods. There's some cool lookouts, there's a couple of neat little buildings to see, so definitely gives you a different viewpoint on the way back. So worth doing the road. Come see, I'll show you. So that's the Chateau hike. I really hope you get the opportunity to go out and enjoy this hike. In terms of how much time you'll need, you could power through it in probably about an hour, but I would really suggest you take some time, maybe make a day out of it and bring a lunch, because there are so many beautiful spots along the route. You want to get off and explore them and take some time and really appreciate the beauty of this hike. In terms of difficulty, I would rate it probably about a 5 out of 10. That's pretty accurate because it is mostly uphill all the way to the turning point. It's through the woods for the most part, so there are tree roots, there's some rocks and other obstacles to navigate. So as I said, 5 out of 10 is probably pretty accurate in terms of difficulty. In terms of parking, getting to the routes, I'm going to put up a graphic that shows you where it is. I live in the area, so I just walk to the starting point. You're safe to park on the street, which is called Avenue Royale. Also, on the road section of the hike, there is a go-karting track that I think is called Karting KRC or something like that. I'm going to put up a graphic for it anyways. They have a big parking lot, so you'll be able to easily park there and use that for your stopping and starting point. So get out there and enjoy this hike. It is a beauty for sure. So really appreciate you watching this edition of Hidden Hikes. Now turn off the TV and get outside and start exploring this beautiful world of ours. Cheers.